Hi everybody, it's me, Sandy Sandler. I'm the creator of the Bowdabra, and I want to welcome everybody to our Facebook Live today. We're going to do some really fun, quick and easy DIY wedding projects. And so I'm going to show you, I did in the preview, and I'm going to repeat it right now a little slower, a really fun, super quick and easy ponytail holder that anybody can use, like for a little girl in the wedding. So I'm going to start right now. For those of you not familiar with the Bowdabra, this is our mini Bowdabra, this is our big Bowdabra. And Bowdabra is the easiest bow maker in the world. By the way, I have a huge favor to ask. If any of you know anyone planning a wedding anywhere in the near distant future, share this video with them because they're going to get tons of information. So to get started, I'm going to take my mini Bowdabra. I have my Bowdabra bow wire. I've cut it, I've folded it in half, and I'm just tucking the ends underneath my Bowdabra. And you'll see why in a minute. I'm taking some of our scrunchy ribbon, and I'm just going to scrunch it into the Bowdabra. Then I'm taking some of our rhinestone mesh, and I'm just going to take a piece and lay that down, just make it a little even, down into my mini Bowdabra. I'm going to mix gold and silver scrunchy ribbon. So I'm just going to take this, scrunch it down, and then I'm going to take another piece. I'm going to actually use gold rhinestone mesh in this, and lay this down in here. And I'm going to take one more piece of gold and scrunch this down, and push down in there, and take my Bowdabra wand and scrunch it. Now, some of you may be wondering, how is this holding everything? Underneath here, we have springs. So that's what allows the Bowdabra to act as the third hand. So now, I'm going to give it one more scrunch for good measure. Then I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire, and the reason I folded it in half is now I have a slip knot. So I can hold my bow, pull it tight while it's still in my mini Bowdabra, pull it out, separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and I'll tie a knot, and tie another knot, and then I would tie it onto my ponytail holder, but somehow or another, I've lost it from the table. So we're gonna just pretend. and now you have this really cute, like super, super simple bow that takes seconds to make. And you can make this for like all the little girls in the wedding, or even for a birthday party. So this was just a fun little hair bow that I wanted to show. Now, we're gonna get into some fun wedding projects. I'm gonna start with a wedding headpiece. So I'm just gonna take all my little, I have my little pre-cut stuff because I know me and I don't like to watch paint dry. So I also wanna say
Tracy said beautiful.
Who said beautiful?
Tracy.
Tracy? Hi Tracy, thank you for joining me. And so tell me, okay. Before I get past myself, if you guys, I would totally appreciate so much if you would share this Facebook Live with anybody who likes crafts or who has a wedding coming up and might want some fun DIY ideas. So I have my big Bowdabra, and I've got my Bowdabra bow wire, and I'm folding it in half. And I'm actually, you know what, it's not long enough for the big, so I'm gonna cut this, another piece. So I'm gonna fold my Bowdabra bow wire in half. I'm gonna lay it into my Bowdabra, tuck the ends underneath, and that way they just stay out of my way. And now I have this really pretty piece of mesh, and I'm just gonna, not mesh, tulle, I'm sorry. And I'm just gonna lay this down into my Bowdabra. And then I have these pieces of our silver mesh, and basically this is what we start at, and then I just cut it into slices.
Kathleen said, love all your ideas.
Thank you, Kathleen. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody that like tells me how much they like my ideas, that share my ideas with their friends and family. It's just so awesome. And I know many of you join me religiously every week, and I can't even tell you how much I appreciate your spending your time with me. So now I have this really beautiful, it's kind of a luminescent ribbon. It's about 5 inches wide, and I'm gonna just scrunch it all down. So, I mean, you don't get much easier than that. Then I'm gonna take these picks and just lay the picks in. And I just realized that I totally did not prepare myself with my hair pieces today. So we're gonna have to use our imagination that I'm putting stuff on clips. And then now I'm gonna put this piece in here. Actually, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna put this piece in first, and then this piece, and bring that in there. Then throw this in here, and take my trusty Bowdabra wand, and scrunch everything down. And this is meant to be a beautiful headpiece. So now I'm gonna just pull this through, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, pull it out. So now again, I'm not struggling with anything. And I'm going to bring my Bowdabra wire around to the back and pull it really tight and tie a knot again. Now, I could tie this onto a hair clip, but since I don't have a hair clip, I'm just gonna clip the ends, but you can imagine. And then what I'm gonna do is shape out my bow. So I'm kind of shaping my, my wired mesh. It's not really mesh, but it kind of looks mesh, luminescent. And then I'm gonna just shape everything around so that I get that really pretty look with all of my florals that I want. And take my rhinestone mesh and bring that around. So this becomes a really pretty hairpiece, or you can actually tie it onto your wrist, except I can't do it all by myself, so we're gonna pretend. And you have a really pretty wrist corsage. So you guys send me likes and loves and let me know what you think. I really love to hear. So let's make sure you can see that the best angle that you can. So now I'm gonna head on to our next project. So also, have you guys, I just wanna ask, have you guys downloaded our Bowdabra app? It's free in your app store. So let me know if you have and what you think about it.
Maria said so pretty.
Thank you, Maria. So now we're gonna make, this bow could be a package bow, it could be a big hair piece, or it could even be a pew bow. So I'm gonna let you use your imagination as I have fun showing you how to make it. So I'm gonna take my Bowdabra bow wire and I'm gonna fold it in half and lay this down into my Bowdabra. So how are you guys all dealing with the heat across the country? It's been really hot here. So now I have my tool, it's about a 12-inch tool, and I'm just scrunching it in. And the key to this is the more tool you use, the puffier your bow will be. So I probably have about a yard, maybe a little bit more than a yard of ribbon that I'm scrunching in here. And then I'll take my trusty Bowdabra wand and I'm just gonna scrunch that down. And I just want you guys to know, Adelie is filming, she's Whitley's sister, and we all know Whitley usually films with me, but Whitley and Michael are gone this week. So Adelie's filming, so like say hi and let her know how happy you are to have her join us. So now I have this really pretty, it's like a pearl wired ribbon. And this is how we make our regular Bowdabra bows. So I'm just gonna twist it. So now I'm gonna fold it back. So we're kind of combining what I call like two different styles of bow here. So we're gonna twist and scrunch it down. So the first bow is what we call our scrunchy bow. And this bow is what we call our fold and twist. And so now I'm just gonna fold it back, twist it, scrunch it down. And I am using a wired, this is a wired ribbon, so it does make it a little bit easier to shape. The other thing that I really like about wired ribbon is you can make all your bows in advance and then fluff them out when it comes time to really use them. And then I'm just gonna make a little loop there. And I'm gonna take my wand and scrunch everything down. Then I have this really pretty, it's just like a bell garland, which obviously is for wedding. And I'm just gonna lay my pieces in here and take my wand one more time. And for those of you not familiar with Bowdabra, underneath here I have springs. So that's how come the Bowdabra is holding everything in, and I don't have to work really hard to keep it. So it's like having a third hand. And now I'm gonna pull this through my slip knot, hold it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. Now I can pull it out and I'm not fumbling with my bow, so it's really simple. So now I'm gonna go around to the back of my bow and I'm gonna tie a knot and tie another knot. And then I can use this to tie it onto the pew holder. So I'm gonna leave my wire and I'm just gonna shape my bow. And I'll just kind of twist everything. And so now you have this like really pretty, puffy, fun pew bow, package bow, whatever. So give me ideas of what you guys would use this for. I'd love to hear it. So, and I think Adelie might be having a little bit trouble looking at some of the comments. So I promise you guys, I will come back and look at the comments afterwards. And especially in the replays, if you're watching the replays, please share with your friends and comment, because I do look at all the comments and personally will come back and comment. So even sometimes it'll say I'm commenting, sometimes it'll say Bowdabra, but honestly, it's always me. So, except now, because there's so many, Terry's commenting for Bowdabra now online, obviously I can't be doing that. So now I'm gonna set this bow aside, and we are going to do, and now this time I actually have the headpiece.
Maria said beautiful for a flower girl to hold.
Thank you. Maria, that's a great idea. I didn't even think about that. Perfect, thank you. See, I get great ideas from you guys. And also we have the Bowdabra fan gallery where we have some great ladies who, I don't know if we have any gentlemen. I think right now we're ladies, but we're not biased. If gentlemen want to join us, we'd love it. And so we have some great people that will share, everybody shares all their craft projects, ask for advice and insight. So we'd love for you guys to join us there. And it looks like I'm done with that roll. So I won't have enough to do much, so I'm just gonna throw this in here, hold it under. And now I'm gonna just stick my headband right in the Bowdabra. Then I'm gonna take my mesh, and I wanna make my headband a little bit to the side because I want the bow to sort of sit on the side. So now I'm gonna just scrunch down in here. And I'm gonna put some mesh. Oh, okay, I made a mistake. I want to put the mesh in first. So I'm gonna put my mesh in first. And then I'm gonna scrunch my luminescent. And actually, Maria, your idea was great about having the flower girl hold that, because this bow was actually designed for a flower girl to wear. So, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ribbon here and I'm just gonna twist it, and I'm gonna fold back and twist, fold back and twist, and I probably should have made this in the mini Bowdabra. We're gonna just twist there. And I think I'm gonna actually add a little piece of our silver mesh there. So now I'm gonna just scrunch this down. So sometimes, so you guys know, I'm kind of making this up as I go. So it might not turn out exactly what I expect to begin with, but then I always love almost always love But what I really love is the fact that even if I don't like how my design comes out at first, it's so easy to take it apart and remake it. So now, as you can see, I mean, what did this take, like a minute to make? I'm gonna tie it off and knot it.
Maria said, awesome, glad you like the idea.
I love the idea. So, and now I'm gonna just cut this. And again, if you guys have anybody, and so now we're just gonna shape our bow and ribbon. Oops. And now you have a really cute, and with Maria's idea, you can have the little girl wearing this and carrying the little bow, or it could also be for quinceañera. So if you guys know anybody who's having a quinceañera or a wedding, please share these videos with them so they can get really cool ideas of things they can make. So can you see this well, Adelie? Okay, perfect. So now I'm gonna put these aside and onward and upward. So let's take all of our materials out. Now again, this could be pretty much anything. What we're trying to do with a lot of these videos, because one of the things that I love the most, sorry, I'm kind of cleaning my spot up here, but any of you guys who are crafters know that a clean space is like very rare. So anyway, I started saying something and now I totally forgot. Oh, I know. One of the awesome things about Bowdabra is you can use all of your scraps. So if you hoard scraps now, you're gonna get even worse with Bowdabra. So I'm gonna grab some Bowdabra bow. Oh, actually I wanna use my silver Bowdabra bow wire. And fold this in half. And I'm gonna just lay it down into my Bowdabra. Now I'm gonna use this as my tails. Now I've already dovetailed my tails, but let me just show you in case you guys don't remember how to dovetail. I'm gonna fold the ribbon in half and I'm just gonna cut a diagonal, from the fold to the
Crystal said that makes a perfect headband.
Thank you, Crystal. So now you have your pointed ends. So now I'm just gonna lay these down into my Bowdabra. And I'm gonna take, so you can see we're kind of going along the same theme with the colors that we're using. So I'm just gonna take my tool, lay this down in here. And again, I think this could be a really pretty pew bow. So we're just gonna lay our pink tool in. And then my white tool. Whoops. And also, we had such an amazing response last week to our Christmas in July project, Facebook Live, that next week I decided to repeat it. So we're gonna actually do another Christmas in July, because otherwise we're in August. So we're gonna do another Christmas in July next week. So even though I say it's Christmas in July, we'll do all different kinds of decorating projects, like gift wrapping and holiday decor and all of that kind of thing. So it'll be really fun. So you can use it anytime, and we'll throw in Hanukkah and all different kinds of projects. But I know when you think about decorating your trees and your wreaths, and even for fall and getting started, it's nice to think ahead. And especially, like I said, when you're using wired ribbon, you can make everything, put it away, and then you're good to go. So now I'm just gonna lay these in here and lay this here and scrunch it down. And take my Bowdabra bow wire and bring that through my slip knot, hold my bow tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, pull it out. Whoops. I'm gonna separate the ends and bring it around back. And that's the cool thing is all of these bows have so many purposes. You can use them for gift wrap. You can use them for a bow for a dress, for the back of a dress. You can use them for headpieces. So, and then now I'm gonna just, depending on how I'm gonna use it, I'm either gonna clip my wire or I'm not gonna clip my wire. And you could actually take the ends of this and tie it around a vase or something for decoration. So I'm just gonna shape this here. And so if you're just coming in and just starting to watch us now, I'm Sandy Sandler. I'm the creator of the Bowdabra, and we do Facebook Lives every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So I hope that you'll start joining us. We do great DIY projects. So now we're going to make a pretty little hair bow. Take one of our pieces here. And this is just like a super simple. I'm gonna make this, I think, in the mini Bowdabra. So we do have the two sizes. We have the little one and the big one. And the big one makes gargantuan bows and the mini makes little bows. And the big one can make, you know, normal size bows too. So let's fold our wire in half and clip it. I'm gonna lay it down into the Bowdabra. And oops, I'm gonna just put my tails in first. And I've already dovetailed the ends, which, as I just showed you, all you have to do when you dovetail the ends is fold them and clip towards the fold. Then I'm going to, let's start here. We're gonna put this in. No, I did that wrong, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put this in here, bring this around, because this is only gonna be a 1 loop, a 2 loop bow. I was gonna do a 4 loop, but I don't have enough ribbon. And then now I have my really pretty tulle, and we're just gonna scrunch this in here, and it's got little, like, if you can see the really pretty sparkles on it. And yes, Crystal, I know you love sparkles. We did literally, I don't know how many of you guys know, but on our Bowdabra blog, every week I do a new video, and where's my wand? Here it is. And I film them in advance. And yesterday we did 10 new videos for fall. So I think you guys will be really excited when they come out, because they come out 1 a week. And then on top of that, if you have the Bowdabra app, which, as you guys have heard me say before, is totally free, you will get all the new videos on your app as well. So now we're just gonna tie a knot here. And if I had a hairpiece, I would tie it onto a ponytail holder or a barrette or a clip, but since I don't, I'm just gonna clip the ends. And you have a really, really elegant, simple hair clip or headband or ponytail holder. Okay, I'm not hearing anything from you, Adelie. Is there anybody watching?
Crystal just said, I admit I'm obsessed with sparkle.
Oh yeah, I know.
And then Maria said, I love the app, it's great.
Thanks, you guys. I really appreciate it. So now we're gonna do one more headpiece. So just gonna pull these aside here. And on this one, I'm gonna do in the regular Bowdabra. And again, I'm asking everybody, please share the love and let people know about this Facebook Live. So just click share or put the names of anybody you know that would like to hear about it. And I have had a lot of requests from you guys on things to make, and I'm heeding to those requests. So I had some requests for baby shower items, so we've been working on those. And so just let me know what you'd like me to do on our Facebook Lives, and we will try to accommodate. Actually, I'm doing this wrong. So I'm gonna lay my pieces in here of lace, because this is gonna be a long headpiece. So I'm just putting a little bit of the lace in the Bowdabra at the top so that it'll hold it.
Ruth said, where's your bow on your cap?
I forgot, Ruth. Thank you. Actually, I didn't forget. It's here, but I didn't think it matched, so I took it off. But you caught me. You absolutely caught me. So, okay, so now I'm going to take this tool and scrunch this down into my Bowdabra. And let's see what we're doing here. So we're going to just keep scrunching. So this is a really, really, really easy headpiece to make. And I was talking to someone yesterday, and she was telling me how much money she spent on headpieces, and I was just like flabbergasted. So I'm going to put more of this in here. So, because I mean, you guys know this costs virtually nothing and takes you about 5 minutes. So can't get much easier than that. So put that in here, lay my flowers in, and wand. And then I'm gonna take my Bowdabra bow wire, pull it through, hold it really tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, pull it out. I'm gonna separate the ends, bring it around the back, and tie a knot. And again, I'm so sorry that I don't have a clip to tie this onto, but I would probably tie it onto a clear hair clip so that it can be worn on the back of the bride's head. And I'm just gonna bring this around here, puff everything, and make sure I like the way it looks before I present it to you. And there you go. So I've had so much fun today creating, and I will look forward to seeing everybody next Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, you guys, so much for joining me and spending your time with me. I'll see you next time.